The most successful CEOs of the next decade will not be working in secret. They will be building in public. And I'm going to share why 90% of CEOs are missing out on this massive growth channel. And I'm going to give you the exact 66-day playbook I used to generate a business worth $100 million, raise over $13 million of capital, and build a waitlist of top-tier talent, all while scaling a business to 10,000 customers from over 175 countries. Hey, my name is Arjun Mahadevan. I'm the founder and CEO of Doula.com, a business in a box for e-commerce that is based here in New York City. Doula has raised over $13 million of venture capital from some of the world's greatest investors, including Y Combinator, Nexus Venture Partners, HubSpot Ventures, and notable angel investors like Cody Sanchez, Graham Stephan, Sahil Bloom, and more. I'm going to demystify building in public today. I'm going to walk through this in 3 steps. The first is I'll start with the why. Why should you build in public? Why do 90% of CEOs miss out on this massive asymmetric upside channel? Next, I'll give you a playbook. I'll give you the how. This is how you can actually start building in public without thinking you have to become an influencer. And last but not least, I will give you the what, an exact 66-day playbook that you can follow to go from dreaming to doing. Okay, let's start off with the why. Why should you build in public? Why do 90% of CEOs not build in public? I'm going to give you some logical reasons and some emotional reasons. Because the truth is, even if we like to think we make decisions based on logic, humans make decisions based on emotion. We then justify them with logic. So reason number 1 you should build in public is the 3 C's. The 3 C's are customers, colleagues, and capital. Building in public helps you get all 3 of these. A lot of people just think it's one of them, but no, it's all 3 C's. Let's start with customer. This is the exact moment when I realized building in public helps you get customers. Now, you can intuit that this happens, but check this out. This was a post a customer made when they exactly said, "This is why I chose Doula." This experience made me realize the power of a personal brand online. The human brain works in mysterious ways, and sometimes it's not just about the product, it's about the connection. Building a strong, authentic personal brand can be a game changer. I won't even say anything else. The customer literally explained why me having this personal brand won their business over, because it wasn't about the product or the offering suite. They built a connection with me. The next C is colleagues. And let me pose this to you in a very simple question. Let's say company A and there's company B. And in company A, all you know about them is their website and their careers page. But let's say for company B, they have their website and they have a careers page. And their CEO believes in building in public. So every single day they post on X, they post on LinkedIn. The company puts out customer success stories. And there's podcast episode with the CEO or the team talking about the company, the strategy, the vision. Which company are you going to be more interested in working at? It's a rhetorical question, but it's not. You'll obviously be more interested in the company you know more about because you're building a connection. And let me show you an exact example of how this happened. I have literally had people message me on LinkedIn saying, "I paid to get LinkedIn Premium to get in touch with you." This was someone who not only paid to get LinkedIn Premium to get in touch, but we ended up hiring them. They've been an awesome Doulian so far. We call people who work in Doulians. And then here's the best part. When I talk to candidates in final rounds and I ask them, "Do you have any questions?" A lot of the times they'll say, "Nope. To be real, I binged all your content. I watched your YouTube videos. I've been following you on Twitter or LinkedIn for months." They know how I think. They know what we want at the company. They know what we're doing. You are selling candidates without actively selling them, and you're attracting and pulling in the right types of people. So that's the second C, colleagues. The third C is capital. And again, whether you're a venture-backed company or you're just trying to get capital for your business in terms of social capital or actual capital, building in public can help you get capital. And here's the reason why. Investors or people with money are looking for business opportunities to put that money. That's their job. They're good at it. They have an eye for it. They have a nose for it. So by putting yourself out there, you make it easier for them to find you versus you having to go find them. Let me show you a wild example of this here. This is an actual screenshot from my Twitter or X DMs with an investor who had been following me for over 2 years. You can see that they were a pretty big name. I'm blurring out who they are. They have over 1 million followers, but they've been following me for over 2 years. And 2 years later, they posted a tweet. I responded. We started chatting and they said, "Yo, I might like to invest." And they ended up investing. Now, here's the thing. You might be saying, "Why isn't that happening to me?" This was 2 years in the making. Now, you might hear that and say, "Oh, crap, I haven't even started." Well, suck it up. You haven't started. The best time to start is today then. And 2 years from now, it'll give you opportunities like this. So the third C is capital. Building in public can actually help you attract investors. And don't get me wrong, you'll likely still need to do some outbound, but imagine having investors in your DMs asking to invest. Okay, that's reason 1 of the 5 whys. Let me fly through 4 others because again, my goal is to actually help you understand the why. You need to understand the why Why? Because a big enough why can overcome any how. The second reason to build in public is it increases your surface area for getting lucky. The odds of getting struck by lightning are incredibly low, 0.0000001%. But imagine if you run around with a 20-foot metal pole taped to your head. The odds are still incredibly low, but instead of them being 0.00001%, they're 0.001, which is still incredibly low, but you have by an order of magnitude increased the odds of you getting struck by lightning. That's how I view building in public. You're increasing the chances of getting struck by lightning or serendipity happening. That could be the investor coming inbound, the colleague coming inbound, or the customer. So at the end of the day, I think by building in public, I'm putting myself out there. I'm running around with this 20-foot metal pole on my head. That is the second reason to build in public, because you can get luckier. You can actually manufacture your own luck. Reason number 3 to build in public is to document the journey, to have a time capsule. I actually do this by having a 5-year journal. It's this little blue book, and in this book, each day, there's a slot for each year. So on a given day, I can see the previous entries from the previous year. And it's very small, and all I do each day is write a couple things that happened. Now here's the coolest thing. I view this as an example of enjoying the view or actually documenting something fun or stressful or something I'm looking forward to, and that allows me to actually document the journey. So that years from now, I can look back and actually have this time capsule in the form of a book that documents everything that happened. I also view this right here, talking into this camera, as an example of documenting the journey. Whether it's documenting it for yourself selfishly or documenting it for someone in the future, this 5-year journal I think is an awesome way to actually take parts of the journey, and you're kind of building in public for yourself there. Number 4, and I'll hit you with a bit more of a sentimental reason, is let's say you would like to have kids one day and your kids will have kids. Building in public creates something that your grandkids will remember. Believe it or not, or hate it or love it, legacy can be frustrating, because I think of legacy as planting seeds in a garden where you never see the trees grow. And that to me is an example of, yes, you might not be around for your grandkids or great-grandkids or great-great-grandkids, but by building in public, by putting yourself out there, you have this digital time capsule or memory box that your grandkids can see. And I think that's really cool, because they will be able to look up and look back and say, my grandfather did that. I think that's just really cool. And number 5, this I think is the most valuable framework for making decisions. It's called the regret minimization framework, which is put yourself in your deathbed when you're 180 years old, because there'll be advances in life science. At that moment in time, if you were to look back to the decision today, would you have regret not doing it? If the answer is yes, I would have regretted it, then you know what to do. Just doula the damn thing. Doula it. But if the answer is no, don't bother. And I think this is such a cool question, because it forces you to get out of your current state, fast forward to this state when you're 180 years old, and actually ask yourself, what matters? What would I be proud of doing? What would I wish I didn't care what other people thought? So I love this regret minimization framework, because the truth is, when I go to that state, most of the time I'm just like, let's just do the thing. Let's doula it. I'm not going to care when I'm 180. I'm going to wish I had done the thing, because at least you'll have an epic story. And I have to add this last part in. I actually think most of the time, not taking action or not working hard is a form of self-sabotage. I've actually put a dedicated video on this regarding why people don't work hard when it's in their best interest, so you can check out that full video. But the short answer here is it's a form of self-sabotage, where you don't take full action, because then you can hedge. Then you can say, if it doesn't work, it's because I didn't take action. I'll be real with you. I was hesitant to build in public because before I started, I said, it feels a bit scary, but I knew it was a form of self-sabotage because I was keeping that out in my mind. Or if I don't build in public and it doesn't work, I can say, oh, I wish we built in public. But then I put myself in my deathbed and I realized that's BS. I'm going to regret not having built in public, so let's do the thing. Now here I am talking, here I am posting on social, because I realized I want all 5 of these things. I want the 3 C's. I want customers, colleagues, and capital. I want to get struck by lightning. I want to be luckier. I want all the chances I can get. I want to document the journey via this time capsule, the 5-year journal. I want to build something my grandkids will remember, even if I'll never see those trees grow. And I do not want self-sabotage. I don't want to look back and have any regret. If I've done things in the past, so be it. But going forward, I want to put it all on the table. Okay, so you might be thinking, you've talked about why for so long. I really think it's important because a big enough why can overcome any how. But I did say I'm going to give you the how and the what, so let's dive right in there. This is exactly how you can actually start building in public without turning yourself into an influencer. Rule number 1, and here's the trick. You're not an influencer, you're a documenter. Literally, that's all you're going to do is instead of thinking I have to create, I have to influence, just document. Quite literally, what you are doing, document and share what you've done. Did you learn something from a book you read? Did you learn something from the business you're building? Did you learn something from a customer you chatted with? Document, don't create. Document, don't create. Document, don't create. Really, just hammer that into your head. That will really help you break this mental block of, oh, I'm not an influencer. I don't have anything to say. Yes, you do. Document what you did today. The next thing here is, okay, I get that I'm documenting, but I want to provide one more framework for what to document. So here's what I call it. I call it the AM5. Those are my initials. I stole this from someone else, but I'm going to now document it under my name. The AM5 is you pick 5 topics that you were interested in posting about. Now, one of those topics will be selling your company, because the other thing you don't want to really do is sell all the time. That can be annoying, but you also don't never want to sell, right? The whole point of building in public is to attract customers, colleagues, and capital. So the AM5 is pick 5 topics. One topic will sell your company. It'll talk directly about what you do. You can book a demo, you can try it out. The other 4 topics will be things that you are genuinely interested in. It could be anything. So I'll give you some examples for myself. I'm genuinely interested in how people start businesses, the founding stories. I think they're really cool. I love growth, sales, and marketing hacks. I love health and fitness and mindset tricks, things to improve my health, improve my mental health, improve my physical health. And I also like more mental frameworks or models, sharing those, applying them to my life, more of the personal growth bucket. So there's my categories. The 5th category, sales doula. Gary Vee calls this jab, 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 hook model. I call it this rotation of 5 topics that you can talk about. So there you have it. Document, don't create. Pick 5 topics. 1 is selling. 4 are things you were interested in. It could be anything. Books, cars, home decor. Seriously, it doesn't matter. People want to follow you for who you are, not just your company. Let me tell you exactly what to do. So I followed this exact playbook to take a new offering we launched, which are DAO LLCs, put it into the world, become the first organic search result on Google for the offering, and now over 1/3 of all DAO LLCs ever created have come through Doula. So I followed this playbook and it worked. Let me walk through it. Step 1, pick one platform. That's where you're going to start. Only one platform. Yes, you're a high achiever because you're watching this video, but one platform. Number 2 is the platform is going to be written to start. And the reason why I'm going to say written versus video is because with video, there's a little bit of an extra hurdle. With written, pen and paper or a laptop, there's no excuse for you to start here. So you're going to pick a written platform. The next is for a written platform, I'd actually recommend Twitter or X or LinkedIn. So I'm going to make it really easy for you. Pick one of those. If you can't choose, I would say pick X because I've met people and people feel a bit more scared about posting on LinkedIn because it's professional. So I'll just choose for you. Now, I know there's high achievers. So if you want extra credit at this point, you can post on X and ready, copy paste the same post and put it on LinkedIn. That's exactly what I did. So there you go. I gave you an extra credit format to post on X, repost on LinkedIn. Now here's the thing. This is what you're going to do. You're going to pick a day and you're going to post every single day for 66 days in a row because James Clear in Atomic Habits said to build a habit on average, it takes 66 days. Now, obviously, it could take more or less, but the point here is you're going to make the commitment. You have the why, you have the how. You are going to commit to the process for 66 days. That includes weekdays, extra credit, do weekends. I did weekends. It just builds a stronger habit. After those 66 days, I guarantee you, you're going to have a new muscle. For 66 days, there's going to be some posts that maybe don't do well, but you're going to figure out what clicks and your consistency will cut through the noise. Lastly, I want to make a challenge or offer here. If anyone actually does this challenge, you can personally message me and I will personally engage and comment on your posts because I want to support the journey. So seriously, if you commit to doing 66 days in a row, send me your posts every day that you don't break the chain and stay consistent. I will personally, from my Twitter or LinkedIn account, engage with you to support you and boost your posts. Finally, I'm going to say one more thing. Did you know that on any social media platform, 90% of people just consume content? So they're just consuming, they don't engage whatsoever. 9% curate. They'll actually engage and comment. Only 1% post. Literally, to be in the 1% here, all you have to do is click post. So that's your call to action. That's your battle cry. Just hit post. That's a wrap. To summarize, start with the why. The big whys are, again, number 1, the 3 C's, customers, colleagues, and capital. Number 2, increase your surface area for getting lucky. Number 3, time capsule. Number 4, build something your grandkids will remember. Number 5, minimize regret. Don't self-sabotage. Number 2 is the how. You're going to document. You're going to not create. You're going to have your AM5 categories of topics. 4, things you like. 1 thing, selling your company. And number 3 is the tactical playbook. Pick one platform, a written platform. I recommend X. If you want extra credit, you can post on LinkedIn. You're going to be maniacally, savagely consistent and post for 66 days. And that is your playbook for building in public. If you yourself are building in public for your business, that's why I built Doula, to help you with your back office. So you can focus on building in public while we help you with your formation, your bookkeeping, and your taxes for your business. So you can book a demo online at doula.com. I'd love to be a part of the journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is valuable and see you in the next video.